Good evening and welcome to the Waukee Fieldhouse in Waukee for Friday night doubleheader basketball here. Waukee Warriors hosting the number 1 Johnston Dragons here. On the girls' side, the Waukee girls at number 12, they're 1-1. Johnston 2-0. Johnston looks like that John Schaefer reloaded again here. We're just talking about it. They've either been runner-up or champion for the last, how many years? Five seasons. Yeah. So, and some people say they're disappointed when they get runner-up. It's like, what the heck? Why?
Well, especially when you consider who they've been runner-up to over the years. I think Valley was in that mix. This Waukee team before the split between Northwest and them was the champ in 21. But, yes, Johnston has been in 5 straight championship games for girls basketball in the state of Iowa. And a big part of their number 1 ranking right now, DAR, is because they returned most of that lineup from last year, led, of course, by Jenica Lewis, who a lot are saying is one of the top prospects not only in the state but the country.
And then you talked about the split. After the split, Danielle Prenny took over, and watched her as she took that team, a lot of young players, and just built it and grown it, and they've gotten better every year.
Yeah.
You can see the coaching and how well they've improved, and they've become a player in the mix too at this level. It's not easy to do because building up and challenging these other teams is not easy at all.
Not at all, but you look at the split and what that created for both teams. Obviously, Waukee Northwest took a lot of the players from this original Waukee championship team in 21, carried that legacy over there. You have to reestablish that here as a Warrior club, and they've kind of rebranded a bit too, going with the key and all that kind of stuff. And so I think they've done a great job getting back in the mix. Being number 12 in the state in Class 5A girls basketball is no easy feat either. But I think they're going to give a good test to Johnston, who, again, 2 great starts, or 2 great wins to start this season.
Yeah, and this is always the early, it's kind of basketball's 2 seasons. You have the before the Christmas break, and then after, and you really kind of tell early on. You're kind of setting your lineup. Even when you have players back, sometimes you find out is there a new player that pops on the scene that might beat somebody out, and so you go through all that in the early part of these games in December.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it is a strange, you bring up an interesting point. It's a strange layout to a season because they start so early when you really look at it. Football season just kind of wrapped up, and they play about 3 weeks worth of basketball games, then go on a hiatus for a few weeks before really getting to that stretch to state, and it's pretty bizarre. And talking to coaches over the years, they talk about how it really is a two-part season, and this is where you start to build chemistry, put in your systems. Part two is when you start to establish wins.
And I think through the years they've done more in that holiday break, those scrimmage and do other things just to keep yourself going.
Yeah.
In that, and of course now. Used to be they had more limits on when the coaches could be with the players, and now that's
out the window.
That's
now.
out the window, and then so
I will say this: when I worked in North Dakota, one thing I thought they did a great job of course, this was a decade ago, but they allowed these teams to play holiday tournaments and things like that, and so these teams were able to stay fresh without destroying holiday breaks totally. It'd be in between New Year's and Christmas, and I thought that was a really cool thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen here in the state of Iowa.
Well, we're getting ready for number 1 Johnston at number 12 Waukee. We've got a doubleheader here tonight, and we'll take a break and come back with more after this on CISN.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
As we're hosting dinner. Back here at the Waukee Fieldhouse, getting ready for basketball tonight. Top ranked Johnston, the girls' high school athletic union, or the girls, Iowa girls. I should know that. I've said it.
We got to get it out of the way right now.
Union.
Just shake it off right now, Dar.
This is my first game. We got to get all that. Anyway,
is.
The rankings from the girls' union. I'll just say that. Johnston, number 1. Dowling Catholic, number 2. Davenport North, 3. Waukee Northwest, 4. Ankeny Centennial, number 5. Cedar Rapids Prairie, number 6. Ankeny, 7. Pleasant Valley, 8. Cedar Falls, 9. West Des Moines Valley, 10. Bettendorf. Waukee at 12, Iowa City West, Cedar Rapids Wash, and Iowa City Liberty as we run it down. Dar Danielson, John Schaefer here with you tonight. And
beautiful night for some basketball, right, Dar?
Yeah, it is. A couple teams with the purple, but we do know, unlike volleyball, they both won't be wearing the same color.
Otherwise, we'd have some clashing styles.
Yeah, we'd have a few issues with that, but they're warming up and getting ready to go here, and what should be a pretty good ball game. It'll be an early test for Waukee.
And I think it'll also be an opportunity to see where Johnston really holds their end of this kind of line up as you look up and down their schedule a little bit. You know, Johnston with a 15-point win over Southeast Polk most recently. They win by almost 40 against Cedar Falls. They haven't really been tested that much yet. I don't know that anyone really will as this Johnston team kind of goes, but someone always kind of sneaks up on them.
Yeah, it didn't seem like till last year at the end of the season where they kind of did, and then it almost seemed like that might have been a good thing for them, you know, because they were cruising along, and it was like, you know, a lot of people were everybody's having trouble staying close, and then they had a few close ones, but then they closed down, did what they need to do at the state tournament. So. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, a player to watch for this Johnston team is Jenica Lewis. She's ranked 16th in the country by ESPN in those high school rankings, and somebody that a lot of schools, both locally and nationally, are keeping an eye on. So,
and Emily Sorensen, the senior, she's one for Waukee to watch. She's the one that I've seen her she'll come out, she might have a slow start, but then she'll take it over and start hitting shots.
Yep.
Getting the ball to people.
Nowadays, the 3-ball, it really does reign king in this side of the women's game, so we'll see if they can get hot early and make this a good game.
Welcome to Waukee Fieldhouse, home of your Waukee Warriors. Tonight, we'd like to welcome
we're getting ready for the
from Johnston
starting lineup
for a CIML Conference Showdown. We'd like to welcome the students, families, teachers, and administration from Waukee Elementary tonight. We love having our future Warriors in attendance.
So.
And now, to honor and remove your hats. As we face the red, the white, and the blue of that very special flag that stands for so much because of the sacrifices of so many. Singing our national anthem this evening, Janelle Thomas Locker and the Waukee Elementary 5th grade choir.
Alrighty. You said Waukee Elementary. They have about 40 of them. Which one is it?
Great guess. Your guess is as good as mine. They're
great
just
job
keep growing, but no doubt a great job by the elementary school kids there today, and looking forward to a big tip-off here.
And just a second here, they'll introduce the starting lineups. And what they usually do is introduce the visitors, and then they'll shut the lights down and go with the spotlight on the home team.
Tonight, we would like to introduce Laura Burstein, who is going to present a check to the Jenkins family in support of their daughter, Brooklyn, who is battling cancer for the second time. Waukee joined with other teams in the CIML conference to show that basketball is not just a game, it is a family. Money was raised by selling t-shirts that you see the varsity teams wearing tonight. At this time, we would like to present a check to the Jenkins family in honor of their daughter and sister, Brooklyn. officials for tonight's contest, Chris Lynch, Joe Townsell, and Colson Hesterman. And now, let's meet our starting five for each squad. For the Dragons, at guard, a 5'10" junior, number 10, Jenica Lewis. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Ari Phillips. Standing 5'10", a freshman at guard, number 22, Kelly Kolb. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 23, Julia Kenneth. And at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 42, Amani Jenkins. Head coaches, Chad Gillick, assistants, Kevin Potoff and Christine Wolford. And now, let's meet the starters for your Waukee Warriors. At guard, the 5'9" sophomore, number 3, Susie Scott. Starting at guard, the 5'9" senior, number 4, Emily Sorensen. At guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 12, Ava J. Peters. Standing 6'1", a forward, also a freshman, number 24, Julia Van Kuren. And at forward, a 5'9" junior, number 44, Maria Salo. Head coach of the Warriors, Danny Franklin Printy, assistants, Jared Printy.
And just about ready to tip it off. When you look at it size-wise, they match up pretty well, John.
Yeah.
Each has a 6'1" player, and then some good size through there.
The big difference is going to be experience, though, tonight, Dar.
Yeah.
You heard that lineup, a lot of freshmen for Waukee, obviously very junior, senior laden for this Johnston team tonight. And
Adea Phillips, a sophomore who started the first two games, won't be starting tonight, has an injury. So getting the final instructions here, Waukee will be in the white on the right side of your screen to start it, and Johnston on the left. They're wearing kind of the black uniforms with the purple numbers. Everybody has that black color. And even if it's not your normal colors.
I'm just glad they didn't go black on black numerals there for us. Make it tough on us broadcasters. Luckily, it's not like football where you're way up there.
Jenkins and Kieran will step in.
We have 3 officials. 10 players on the court.
And here we go, ready to tip it off here on CISN. Thanks for watching. And tap back to Johnston. They'll get it started. Up top, Phillips. Dribble the lane, kicks it out. Down the lane, gets bumped, and it goes out of bounds to Johnston. Kelly Kolb. Looked like a lot of contact there, but they throw it in now. Looking for the post down low. They get it into her. Turns back inside, up, and good. Jenkins.
That's going to be the bread and butter all night for Jenkins there. Obviously working high-low.
Outside for 3. Sorensen gets him on the board.
And that's what this Waukee team is going to need tonight as we get another 2. This one from Jenica Lewis. Nice little pull-up.
Well, it looks like one of these games where you can't look down at your score sheet too long because they're coming right back with it. Looking for some motion down low. Peters now drives the lane, almost loses the handle, but puts it up and good.
Nice runner by Abijay Peters, attacks it, but Johnston coming right back at this Waukee team.
We're going to right down the floor quickly, looking down low on the post there. Now kicks it outside for three, no good. I think that's our first missed shot tonight, isn't it? They kick it back out for another one, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound to Sorensen.
Some confidence there early from Johnston. Can't quite get the threes to drop, and Waukee going to try and build on a 1-point lead here.
Sorensen pulls up, gets it off to Peters. Peters almost has it knocked away by Phillips. Looks for the cutter baseline, not there, back up top. Salzo, she drives the lane, up off a little too hard, and a scramble for it. They save it. Back. And here comes Johnston quickly down the floor, and one.
Really nice job there by Ari Phillips. The sophomore just attacks the rim, draws some contact, and gets the lay-in to go, and she'll try and make it a 3-point play here.
Phillips misses that one. And the putback and foul. Wow. Right in there.
Amani Jenkins just has so much size at 6'1", and you know it's a tough matchup. Obviously, Van Kuren is going to try her best there, but just cannot body out Jenkins, and she misses.
Misses it. Yeah, that was her first free throw attempt of the evening. There's an air ball, but rebounded underneath by Jenkins. So Johnston's been on this end of the floor a long time. Got a couple buckets out of it and still retained possession here. Now up 8-5. They'll pull it back out.
10 on the shot clock here.
Poked away. It'll stay with Johnston with 5 on the clock now.
I really thought the adjustment to the shot clock last season was a nice change of pace, especially in the boys' side of the game. These are two teams last year that would have been killing out a 20-second shot clock regardless. So
Lewis to inbound it. And on the drive, pull up. Good. I was just about to say, they don't really worry about running the shot clock down these two teams. They pretty fast on offense. You're right, it down the lane and blocked, and there's a foul. The impact comes when you got a lead and there's like 2 minutes at the end of the quarter and you dribble it out like you said.
Phillips with a hard foul there, and both exchange a smile on Abijay Peters as she'll go to the line for 2.
Puts it up and good. And she's 2 of 3 now, make it 3 of 4 from the free throw line so far on the season. Second one rattles in and out. Now quickly up the floor comes Johnston. Down the lane, kick out, step over for 3, good. Kelly Kalb, the freshman. Back the other way, quick action knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Waukee.
Julia Kennett's getting a good look there from beyond the arc. Finds nothing but Twine, and Johnston already up 7 here, and Waukee needs a quick answer. It's definitely interesting, too. Johnston, one of the handfuls of teams that you'll see actually running man-to-man defense, I feel like, in high school basketball.
Yeah, although some of these CIML teams have done more of that. Here's a 3, no good. Valley has kind of tried to do more of that, I think. And here comes Johnston back the other way. Kick out. Looked at the 3, down the lane, step through, no good, and the miss by Lewis. Now quickly back the other way. It was 2-on-1 for a second, throws it up and draws the foul. Wow.
And that'll be Kinnitz's first foul as, again, Peters has just been attacking the rim tonight and draws another. She kind of just threw it up reverse style there, and she goes back to the line.
Hits that one. One of two for the line the first time down. 3 points. Now misses the second one.
Broadcasters jinx it.
Well, she was shooting 2 of 3 coming in. Now she's 2 of 4. Early season working on that. That one's slapped away. Salzo will get a hand on it, but stays with Johnston. Now drives in against Salzo. She got the hand on it, but somehow pushed it up through there. Phillips.
Yeah, Ari Phillips showing her strength there. Just a sophomore, but playing beyond her years there.
Salzo's kind of swatted at that early, and then, backdoor cut. Couldn't get it. On the turn, Susie Scott. Now Johnston back down the other way. Inside, spin around and blocked by Salzo. That time it worked. Here comes Waukee the other way.
Salo was open on the back cut, but just didn't get seen there, and Waukee now down 8, trying to find an answer as we get another foul. This one coming on Jalea Kinnitz, her second of this game so far, team's third.
Now, and that's the rule too. This, the foul situation is, I think, had more an impact than the shot clock maybe, where you get to reset after every quarter.
Yep.
It's put a little more strategy, and then if you are behind, then you have to foul more.
Yep. Yep, it's going to put some of your players in jeopardy a little bit. So early fouls are a hazard.
3 for Johnston, 2 for Waukee. There's a 3. Rolls out and rebound on the other side by Johnston. They'll push it up the floor. Here comes Phillips. Looks inside, but got a hand in there and knocked it away. Did Susie Scott, the sophomore.
Nice awareness by Scott as, Johnston looking for a little bit of backdoor cut there. And our first mention for Johnston of Paige Andermacht as she's checked in just recently.
And Taryn Werstein, the junior, coming into the lineup for Waukee. Spin around up off the glass, no good. And then late foul called. Is that on the rebound or on the... Oh, they're going to call that on the shot. Well, Werstein right off the bench and gets a foul. And Phillips back to the free throw line. Misses it. Got 4 points. Second one is good.
Just a kiss off the front iron.
16-7, a 9-point lead. That one is short off the front and battle for the rebound. And then a foul on the rebound.
Foul on number 24 there.
I was trying to see 2-4.
Van Kieran.
Van Kieran, the freshman.
Her second of this game. And it's starting to get a little choppy already here in the early goings.
Well, they've got, as Johnston does, they got Waukee frustrated a little bit. The offense isn't going, and then they're getting them on the board. Natalie Stitzman, the junior, comes in now also for Waukee. I found that with the coach, Brady, she'll try different lineups to try to find the combo that's working.
Yeah, and we saw there, too, a forced shot by Waukee that led to that defensive board and the eventual foul.
And now they force it inside, and then a jump ball is called. So
possession arrows Waukee's way.
Yeah, but a good recovery by Lewis, who lost it. That then tied her up. They didn't get the ball back, but
change that possession arrow, though.
Yeah, sometimes players will just stand there and be mad because they lost it, but she kept at it.
Yep.
Salzo fakes a long 3, then kicks it over to Sorensen. Sorensen drives in, spins, puts it up, has a block. Out of bounds by Lewis.
Jenica Lewis showing her defensive prowess there with the stuff.
Sorensen to trigger it in. Throws it out deep. Driving in, a little pull-up jumper, no good. A rebound rattling around, still battling for it. Was Peters, but Johnston comes away with it. Down the lane, nice little crossover. Got her own rebound. Here's a three, good. Lewis hits the three. Timeout, Waukee. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat & Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat & Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
Here at Waukee, we're at the 2-minute warning in the first period, or no, but timeout with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and Johnston has pulled out to a 9-point lead here. Waukee, John Schaefer trying to find some offense there. Sorensen puts up a long one, and Salzo gets a rare rebound. They've been out-rebounded, outshot here early.
Yes, they have, and another jump ball there drawn by Jenkins, but definitely two long shots from Sorensen, and she's not afraid to send it from distance. Just hasn't gotten either to fall. But
yeah, when she gets in a rhythm and hits some, she's okay. But Waukee, everybody's forcing a little bit because they've been frustrated on the offensive end.
Absolutely.
Kolb with it, up top. Now over Lewis. Oh, nice little dish inside. Rebounds her own shot, can't get it up. As Jenkins. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Johnston.
I think Amani Jenkins maybe getting a little bit of frustration down there in the key. Feels like she's getting a little bit of contact. I tend to agree with her, but arms are staying pretty vertical. Refs letting them play down low.
Around the screen, Lewis puts it up, double clutches. It goes no good. Up and in and one for Jenkins.
Warrior foul is on number 44 for Salo, her second. Basket is good.
Foul on Salo there, and second chance for Jenkins to go make it a three-point play.
Jenkins at the line.
She drew some contact inside and got the and one.
It's got 6 points so far on the night. And
make that
gets
7.
The three-point play. Great job by Rachel. Mark down under the basket with the mobile camera there. And there's another foul. If that's on Johnson. They're 4 on Johnson now, 5 on Waukee.
Kelly Kolb gets called for her first underneath with a little push.
Ari Phillips back in, the sophomore for Johnston. Sorensen with it. Gets it off to Peters. Now she'll pull up at the free throw line. Bounces in and out. Johnston under a minute to play. Quickly up. Phillips thought about taking the shot at the elbow. I'm going to run a little more time off, I think. I'll dribble in. Oh, cut through. Somehow Johnston came up with it. Inside looked like she traveled, but got the shot off. Did Paige Anderdock. I asked the coaches, and one of them said Anderdock, one said Anderdock.
I guess we got to go straight to the source on that one, Dar.
Well, it was Coach Yillick. He said Anderdock. The other coach said, I think, is it Anderdock or Anderdock? So, yeah. Clock winding down, and it's blocked. And that will not count. At the end of one, it's 22-7. Johnston over Waukee. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
The Chevy Red Tag event is going on now here at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $87.50 off MSRP. New Chevy and GMC HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. Get a new 2025 Trailblazer starting at $339 per month. And new Chevy and GMC electric vehicles with special rates. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
After one quarter, Johnston 22-7 over Waukee. They reset the fouls. And Dar Danielson, John Schaefer. John, what's Waukee got to do here?
They got to stay patient. I mean, you're down 15 already. You got to start taking a little bit better quality shots. I know it's been tough, but maybe draw some contact inside and create some opportunities, but you can't force the long three just because you're pressing.
Yeah. And a steal by Johnston. Long three, no good. Rebound comes off to Sorensen.
Jenica Lewis has the green light from just about anywhere on the floor. And that three does not count.
And what is they have, is that the college? No, that's not the college three-point line. Is it that?
It sure looks like it might be. Unless they've extended the boys' line out.
No, well, the boys is the same as the girls, but
I think it's a college line.
I think there's a difference between the women's college, the men's college, and then the NBA one, but and that one is thrown away. We see at Wells Fargo sometimes during state tournament, they start shooting from that NBA line. Some of them can hit it, but others, I think they get a little confused. But so there's a turnover for Waukee. They have not scored in quite a while. They need to get a bucket here and just kind of get a little confidence going on offense. Drive and kick. Now there's a foul, and that will go against Ari Phillips.
Phillips was in really good position there, just gets her hands a little overactive and reaches in a bit, and that's going to be her second foul.
Second foul, first team foul here of the second quarter. And Peters with it. Looks for the cutter inside. Now spins around, gets it back out. And down the lane and back. And not to keep harping on Johnson, but one thing they can do is they can come out deep and defend you with their size.
Yeah.
Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled off. Quickly out by Lewis. Or excuse me, that was Jenkins. And they get it inside the Jenkins. She spins around, up and under, and over the basket.
Nice shot by Van Kuren to stay vertical there and make it a tough shot on Jenkins.
Now here's Sorensen. Neither team has scored here to start the second. Hand it off. Pull up short again.
I think Johnston's shown a little bit, or I'm sorry, Waukee's shown a little bit of their youth. Offensively, missing some sets here. You can see a little bit of frustration. And
there's a three. Where on the other side, it just seems like, going up. Yeah, I agree. They ran an offensive set, but then kind of rushed the shot that time, didn't they?
Yeah, they do.
Let's take a break here on CISN.TV.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat and Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat and Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
Here at Waukee, Darn Danielson, John Schaefer, and a veritable heat wave out there today. Man, it's nice, and then tomorrow's going to be
50s.
Warmer, yeah. It's
might have to watch the Cyclones game out on a patio somewhere tomorrow, Dar.
Yeah, I mean, with the weather it's going. I tell you, if the timing worked out, my sister lives down in Arlington, and I would have went down there, but she came up to Texas from Texas.
Of course she did.
For Thanksgiving to see us, and then is back now. But it's like, yeah, we in fact one Thanksgiving went down. She took us over there for a tour of that stadium.
Oh, it's something else.
It is amazing. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Down the lane, Sorensen up. Oh, just can't get it to go.
That was a much better set there from from Waukee. I thought they did a nice job of, moving the ball and creating some space.
Pull up, Lewis, no good. Rebound inside by Jenkins. Back outside for three. That's off, and Johnston has gone as cold as Waukee shooting now. The only thing is they're up 25-7. On the drive spin, knocked away. Good defense there.
This offense clearly for Waukee kind of operating through Peters, and as she gets older, they're going to be dangerous.
Underneath, Jenkins gets it that time. Looked up, figured out where she was before she just threw up a shot, didn't she?
Nice job kind of using the rim there too, and getting underneath, sealing off the defender, and puts it up and in for a 9th point of the game.
27-7 here.
Only 2 scorers right now for Waukee.
And now we're getting the shot clock winding down to 10. There's a three, and it's flattened off. And the rebound to Johnston. Driving in Lewis. Lewis across the other side, puts it up.
They made that pretty easy on her. She just kind of weaved her way through into the lane and lefty lay-in.
Waukee looking for their first points of the second quarter. And taken away. Phillips, bounce pass underneath, up and good. Kelly Kolb. Another point for Johnson. They're not selfish either. They pass it pretty well, don't they?
Yes, they do. And again, I think when you got the playmakers that they do, the size that can spread the floor, and the defense to turn into offense.
Sorensen on the back cut, but the long arms reach out and take it away. Turn around, no good. Missed by Lewis. Here comes Waukee, and it goes. Abijay Peters finally gets him off.
She's now up to 6 points tonight.
And they knock it away. Sorensen comes away with it there. So a chance to get a little mini string going if they don't get it stolen, and they do.
Nice play by Jenica Lewis playing DB there and intercepts it, keeps it in bounds, and they're off the other way.
Oh, spin around and good. Ari Phillips.
She put him in the spin cycle, finishes at the rim as well, and this team now just in full mojo, up 24 points.
There's a little spin back the other way, and good by Peters.
She's been the one bright spot offensively so far for this young Waukee team. And
inside to Lewis. Yeah, the trouble is that they're matching them shot for shot, which would be all right if you weren't down 14. Or 24, excuse me.
Right. Lewis now up to 9. Jenkins with 9.
Sorensen for 3. That's what they need to get her heated up.
She's got 2 threes now.
Senior leader, that one's off. Sorensen battling for it, just loses it. 3 is no good. There Sorensen runs it down.
That's what Waukee needs more of from their senior. A couple of big threes can kind of get this one back to an interesting spot.
Oh, she pulls up. It's a block. Now back the other way, and commits the foul, and everybody runs into the stanchion under the basket. I don't think anything intentional, just a bad angle.
Nope. No, and again, those stanchions are so close to the baseline, and both of them hit their head as they kind of went down. And
they're padded, but you can come down at a wrong angle is
right,
the thing.
Exactly. And Jenica Lewis is the one that stays down a little bit longer, and she's the one that drew the foul. It shouldn't be anything more than common. And good sportsmanship by Sorensen to go over and check on her. They'll see if she's good to go and take the free throws. It was certainly a shooting foul.
Yeah, I don't see what they call it.
Just a common foul, which is the right call.
Yeah, it was all within the action. It wasn't a hard smash. It was just trying to block it, and everything came down at a bad angle that time.
Right.
You know, if you're a Johnston fan, you might think the other way. But, you know, you look at it, it was just.
Not a lot of places to go there as you fall. She makes her first.
Substitutions for the Dragons, number 4, Sydney Holman, and number 32, Paige Andernock. For the Warriors, number 5.
Back in, Marnie Salzo. And
this is the
Tarney
second.
Werstein misses second. Yep. Back out for 3, no good. And the rebound comes off. Salzo for Waukee. She's going to drive. Hops in there, but leaves it short. And here comes Johnston back the other way. Sydney Pullman in, got that rebound. Pullman with it outside. Minute to play now.
Fast-moving second quarter here.
Yeah, it went a lot faster in the first, didn't it? Of course, we had a lot of fouls in that first quarter.
We did.
That's just the fourth foul here. We're up to like 9 fouls in that first quarter.
Emma Gray checks in for Johnston.
Johnston inbounding on her own basket, bounces into the lane and goes down off the foot of Pullman and back over to Waukee. Here comes Waukee trying to get some points at the end of this quarter. Sorensen pulls back, fires. Oh, rattles in and out, rebounded by Waukee though. Salzal, board by Wernstein. Now they can run the clock out and get one shot here. Johnson spread out. Salzal drives, kicks it, 3 short, and rebound comes right off. Peters, she'll drive back in, kicks it out for 3, off, no good. Oh, Sorensen just about had an easy putback, but got a little bit of a hand on there. And 36-14 here at the half. We'll come back and take a look at some of the first half stats after this on CISN.TV.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We're back at half. Johnston, the number one team in 5A girls basketball, leading the Waukee Warriors, ranked 12th, 36-14 currently, and not a lot of scoring for Waukee in that first two quarters of play. Abijay Peters leading the way with 8 points. She's got 3 twos and a couple free throws to go with it. Emily Sorensen, the senior, with a pair of threes. She's got 6 in that first half of action. On the other side, Johnston found scoring from all over the floor. Amani Jenkins, she's got 9 currently. Might be up to 10 now if I do recall. Jalea Kinnitz, she's got 5, I'm sorry. Jenica Lewis with 10 right now. Ari Phillips mixing in there with 7. Kelly Kolb has 5 points. And Jalea Kinnitz with 5 as well. Both teams a handful of fouls in that first half. They'll reset once again in the beginning of this second half here, third quarter of action. And we're moving right along here as Waukee and Johnston have a doubleheader tonight. We've got the girls' action right now. Dart Danielson on the call with myself as well. And once again, the boys' game will tip off about 15-20 minutes after the conclusion of this girls' game. And certainly not clean basketball on either side of the court, Dar. I'd equate it to it's early season. You're still trying to get some of that chemistry.
Yeah, and when we talked about that second quarter, seemed like it went by. Yeah, it did, because there were more fouls and just reaching and things. And then they cleaned that up a little bit in the second quarter. And Johnston, though, it's just so quick down the floor, size, length, everything, And Waukee, they'll get it, though. I've seen them. One of the things Coach Perney had seen, they'll come out in a couple of games. They got blitzed, but the next game they come back out. They played better, and so
they're a young team. And when you look up and down that Waukee lineup, with just 2 seniors really in this lineup, and one of them's a regular minutes type of player, and Emily Sorensen, it's going to take some time to really get these systems in place, get them settled in. And again, no easy task when you're playing the number one team in Class 5A. If there's one thing I'm looking for in the second half, it's for Waukee to just settle things down. You don't expect to come back down 22 points in this game, but go make some effort for it and show that you've grown a little bit in this game.
And for Coach Gillick, they've been in this situation where they get leads, and the one thing he's told them, keep playing, and to their credit, they've been able to do that. A lot of times when they got these big leads, they don't let teams back into it because they don't get, lackadaisical and think, this is going to put this away, and they come right back out and play hard, and able to finish this off, and that's why they've, always they've been ended up at Wells Fargo the last 5 years in a row. Playing for one of the 2 big trophies there. So
of course, and they do expect to repeat. I think they walked into the season. I think the expectation is they should be a team that should repeat. But we've said that about teams in the past, and someone sneaks up or someone just has the best game of their season at the right time. And so you just never know what's going to play out and how it's going to play out. But I do think there's a lot to gain from this team or from this game early on for both of these squads.
There is, and we're going to let's take another break here at halftime. We'll do that. Come back with more of the halftime than the start of the second half. Coming up here on CISN.TV.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com. Save big this month on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond CDJR Ames. New Jeep Wagoneers with up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get up to $16,000 off MSRP if you currently own a Ford. Brand new 2024 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 starting at only $42,990. And over 20% off on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, over 20% off. Save big here at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984. Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
We're here at halftime winding down at Waukee at the field house. Dar Danielson, John Schaefer. You see number 1 Johnston up 36-14 over number 12 Waukee. Excuse me. And Waukee, I'm sure there had a lot of things to talk about in the locker room. Mentioned they work some of those good offensive sets, and then at the end they kind of rush the shot. You get worried about getting it blocked and stuff like that, but you still just got to, settle down and hit some of those shots.
Yep, and I think I'll still point to that youth. I know I've kind of beat that like a dead horse to a bit, but I think it, this early in the season when you are as young in your lineup as this Waukee team is, and the ball is running through Abijay Peters, who's a freshman.
You're starting 2 freshmen, a junior. 2 juniors and 1 senior,
right.
So,
you're learning how each other wants to flow to the hoop. You're learning who wants to make cuts when, and sometimes eyes aren't always where they need to be at the right time. And you can't let that frustrate you. It's just, hey, we're going to build off this. So I think in the second half, that's what you're going to see from Waukee is we don't need to be perfect. Let's get some positive momentum and continue to learn and grow.
And as you say, this early in the season, I've seen it be. Was it 2 years ago? I remember doing a Valley game the boys early in the season, and they just got blitzed. I think it was Cedar Rapids Kennedy came up and played them. And then they ended up, things got better. They win the state title. Then they're back
against Kennedy, if I remember.
Yeah, against Kennedy coming back because people were thinking, geez, I did that early game, but I said, that was in December. This is now, it's March, so there's a big difference. And here we go. It'll be Johnston starting with the ball. Looks like pretty much starters back in for both teams. They lob it underneath, up and just over the top. Monty Jenkins with the bucket.
She picks up where she left off, up to 11 now.
Yeah, 11 points.
And that's the one thing that Johnston really has going for them. They have good guard play along with size on the interior, and that's just tough to guard against.
Sorensen gets her shot blocked. Salzo gets it inside. Shot clock down to 10. Back over to Sorensen. She'll drive, stops, and now has to kick it out. Shot clock's going to get a violation.
First one of the season for us, Dar.
Yep.
That'll go the other way then.
And that is rare for Waukee, too. Normally, they move it. They like to push the ball pretty well, move the offense pretty good there.
Yeah.
They did work it, but just you forget when the shot is blocked, that doesn't reset it, I think.
Yep. It can be tough to keep up with.
Here's Johnson. Long three. No good. Rebound Sorensen for Waukee. Emily Sorensen, the senior. Salzo now drives, puts it on the hip, up and good. Nice looking drive there.
Salo does a nice job getting to the rim. Kind of tucks it like a running back and then lays it up and in as that ball gets away from Jenkins with a little too much heat on that pass. Over to Ari Phillips.
Yep. Chance for Waukee now. Sorensen, no good. Rebound underneath.
It's a nice rebound there by Kelly Kolb.
No. Back out. They go underneath, stripped away.
They're gonna get Jenkins for a foul
Jenkins
there on the ground.
First team foul here, the second half or third quarter on Johnston.
Just about eye level with that nice little scoreboard up here in Waukee. Showing off who does what when.
And did they call the travel?
Yes, they did.
They called the travel. Okay. I was waiting to see if they said she got bumped, but said no.
That's one of those weird ones that can hurt the knee or the ankle where it just kind of slips out from under you.
Down the lane, back out. On the drive, a kick again. No good. Rebound, put back up, and good by Jenkins. Off the miss by Phillips.
Jenkins up to a game-high 13 now for the Johnston Big.
And taken away, almost stolen back, but it'll go off. Waukee.
Good activity there by Kelly Kolb. I think someone needed to retie a shoe or something there.
Here's Johnston. No, she looked at it, almost traveled. I thought she did call, but now back outside, no good. Johnston a little cold right now. Down the lane spin, pull up is no good. Both teams a little chill.
It looked like Peters rushed her shot a little bit. I thought someone got a hand on it, but I think it just kind of came off the hand a little funky.
Long three, good by Lewis.
Her first points of the second half come from distance. She's up to 13 now.
Pull up baseline, no good. Rebound.
And for Peters, that's a shot as she continues to work on that's going to become very dangerous for her and something that she can go to as a repertoire kind of grows.
Foul on the put back by Jenkins. And she'll go to the line. What did he say that was on?
Third on Julia Van Kuren.
Oh.
As that'll send Jenkins to the line, and she gets number one to go.
14 for Jenkins. Van Kuren will come out with those three fouls. Second free throw is good. 15 now for Jenkins, the senior. Underneath Sorensen, kicks it out for 3, no good. Rebound. Off to Johnston, quickly up the floor. And stepping in is Werstein to steal that one. Sorensen up high. Guarded by Lewis. She'll get it off.
Johnston's been sticky like a glove tonight against this Waukee offense.
Especially Sorensen when she touches the ball because they know she's a big scorer. Salo down the lane, and that time draws the foul from Lewis.
It was actually on Kolb.
Or did
they cut
Kolb?
Kolb?
Oh.
Yeah. It was not on Lewis, so she must have reached in and grabbed an arm.
Yeah, because Lewis was right with her, but Kolb must have. There's the free throw. Good.
Yeah, I thought Lewis did a good job staying vertical. You know, kept her hands out of it. Big size mismatch there.
Salzo. I'll say it. She's been perfect from the line coming in.
And she stays.
She stays, so I didn't jinx that one.
Should be proud of that one there, Dar.
Oh, and now she gets the steal on the other end. Pulls up 3, no good. Rebound to Sorensen. Drive up and good. Abba J. Peters, the freshman. And a little mini run here now for Johnston, but
Jenkins silences
it didn't last long before Jenkins answers.
Lonnie Jenkins just said, hey.
I barely got the words out, and it's like, yeah, let's end the run here. Underneath. Oh, Salo gets the reverse spinaroo.
Now we're starting to open up the floor a little bit.
A little bit more, yeah. Phillips over to Lewis. Cross court. Poked away on the drive. It'll stay with Johnston. Sorensen got a hand in there. Back in Sydney Pullman and Kelly Kolb for Johnston.
What's scary about this Johnston team is only one of their starters is a senior.
Oh, slide in, and they're going to say she traveled. It looked like a good move if you didn't look at her pivot foot.
That's kind of the key to it, isn't it?
Yeah, Paige Undernock, a freshman, though, just another one building into the pipeline.
100%.
Down the lane, oh, that one's off the basket, but rebounded outside. 3, no good. Sorensen still rattle around. They're going to say it was on the baseline and to go to Johnston.
Good hustle play by Peters, giving it the effort to try and save it there, and almost did.
Well, here we go. Jenica Lewis lobs it inside, turnaround, not up, and second one is good by Jenkins. Jenkins to 20 now. Not quite half the points, but
she's
pretty
got 11
close.
this half.
Yeah.
Very good an offensive moving screen there on Sorensen, and just got the feet moving a little early. And that will be a turnover, and you're going to get Jenica Lewis checking out along with Jenkins.
And
Kelly Kolb also checking out.
Ruby Pullman back in. And Sydney Pullman. Yeah, nice little drive. Good by Abba J. Peters. Oh, and she stayed with it. Onderdock through the foul.
Warrior foul is on number 5, Taryn Werstein. Her second.
Wernstein, her second personal, third team foul. And the free throw rattles out. Andernock 0 for 3 down from the line in this early going of the season. Hits that one. Sometimes it just takes one. You see it go through, and man, you get going. Sorensen drives in, switches, up off the glass. You could see the determined look in her eye there. She wanted to
yes, she did.
Score that one. Andernock has it knocked away. And
got to travel there.
Yep, some good defense there. Susie Scott back in.
Johnston all but doubled up here on Waukee so far.
Spinning in, off a little bit. Peters.
Really like how she plays basketball, attacks it. She's fearless for a freshman, and really impressed by her tonight.
Some of those shots will start falling later on, I think, and there's a foul underneath.
Though I'm not sure she actually had the ball in her possession for half of that, but
Worstein with the foul. Third on her. Fourth team foul. They get the bonus after the fifth one. Here's a three. Good! Sydney Pullman with the three. The bench likes that.
Her first points of the night.
Second three-pointer of the season. She's 2 of 2 from three-point range.
There you go. Just give her the ball out there and let her fire away.
Down the lane, up and good. There's a nice move, as you said. And that makes it a 30-point lead after 3 here for Johnston. Take a break. Be back with the fourth quarter coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
We go to the fourth quarter here at Waukee. Johnston up by 30 entering the fourth. They've played well tonight. Down the lane and blocked from behind by Phillips. Sorry, Phillips. And
you're getting the early, I believe we just won chance from the Johnston student section.
Yeah. They've been kind of quiet. They've had some other,
some slight
chances to go, but not. They've got to get the student section their early season workout too.
Jersey night for the Johnston side. It looks like beach night here for the Waukee side.
Sorensen pulls the ball out of there for Waukee. Eva J. Peters feeds it in, and the foul on the drive in there.
It's going to be on Jalea Kennett, her third. Looked like she was just kind of an innocent bystander in that, just kind of caught in the lane. And
ball came down, and she was driving the lane and got her. Here's Sorensen for three. No. And rebound comes off to Johnston, and they're up the floor. the drive, blocked by Abijay Peters.
It's a freshman on sophomore crime right there.
Now that's where the student section usually, she's a freshman. But there she shoots the three, no good. Rebound comes down to Jenkins.
Let's just have a smooth fourth. As
long three by Lewis, just off the side of the rim. Kind of feeling it there, but
trying to show the range off a bit.
Yeah.
So we get a sub in. It's Van Kuren coming back in with 3 fouls to her name.
And players, the good ones that are out, they don't want to come out even if they're up 40, It's like, no, don't put anybody else in. Let me play. Turn around by Salo.
Yeah, it's one of those nights where I think, all these starters for Johnston will probably come out in the next couple minutes, but
yeah. There's a three. Imani Jenkins. And
Jenkins just adding to her game high to right now is she's up to 14.
And I had her 0 for 5 from three-point range before that one. Now there's a foul.
Dragon foul is on number 42.
That's on Jenkins. She got a little anxious there. Reached in. Zalo. Cross court. 3, no. Rebound Sorensen. Zalo for 3, no. Rebound comes back off. Peters. And
Jenkins gets called for the reach there. Her second. And it's a nice job by Waukee showing some effort there and not quitting on this game. It'd be easy to do down 33, but again, a growing opportunity here.
3, no. In and out. Just can't get him to fall right now. Quick up the floor. Back up, no good. Zalo, with the rebound.
Maybe seeing a little bit of fatigue, too, out of both these squads.
Yeah, you get that early, but not from Lewis.
Nice feet ahead and nice finish at the rim.
Good look.
Called with the 2 there, and her first of the second half.
Lewis gets the steal, looks up the floor. Zalo comes back in. Now they back the other way. Lewis.
Now just running the floor right now. She's up to 10 in this half.
37-point lead.
Unless I've got that wrong. Sorry, she's not up to 10. She's at 8 this half.
And we'll keep it right here. We've got a boys game coming up after this.
Yeah, 2 teams that know each other pretty well here, too, in Johnston and Waukee. Of course, Johnston made a state tournament appearance back a year ago, and the runner-up in 2022. Of course, Waukee was a semifinalist in 2023.
And some people saying Waukee might be the team to challenge Valley a little bit here this year.
Oh, man, that's a loaded roster, though, over there on Des Moines the West Des Moines side.
And be interesting, Zay Robinson hurt through football. He's a big impact on the basketball side, too.
He's got his commitment to Iowa State in already for football. He made that official this last week as signing day happened. Be curious to see how many minutes he plays. I know, again, dealing with that lower body injury, you want him healthy, especially I'm sure Matt Campbell sending a quick message over to Brad Rose, athletic director at Valley, and saying, hey, keep my guy healthy.
But they also want them to play, too, and enjoy their high school. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I think the coaches, too.
We're going to get a wholesale here.
Line change now.
Playing hockey out there instead of basketball.
So let me see here.
A couple of familiar names that we've had tonight.
Yeah, some of them already been in. Ondernock's back in there. Sydney Pullman's back in there.
Emma Gray, I'm sorry.
Kaya Hood in there.
Yep.
Who else am I missing here?
Ruby Pullman
she's
at the
in.
post.
And Jaden Van Pelt.
Jaden Van Pelt in as well for Waukee.
Anderdock down the lane at a good shot. Anderdock. Shot is short and battle for it. And I think Waukee stepped on the baseline. They did.
That'll go back the other way. Under 4 minutes to play here. Johnston commanding 39-point lead.
Yeah, and the clock is continuous right now, too.
Just keep it running.
Pass it inside, and we'll say it'll stay with Johnston.
Obviously, these are meaningful minutes, though, too, to some of these kids that don't get a ton over the course of the season. And so, get some experience, get some time in there, get some shots up.
Turnaround off, no good. Back out for three is good.
Emma Gray knocking down from range.
(68-26). There's a three off, no good. Oh, I gave Johnson the edge. I didn't think it'd be this big an edge, but like I say, early in the season. And
again, a lot of returners for this Johnston team from a year ago, so you don't have to build that chemistry quite as much.
Yeah, it takes a little less time for them to ramp up the game speed that it does. Yeah.
And Chad Gillick's been doing this a while, too. It is a well-oiled machine over there in Johnston from the middle school all the way up to the varsity squad. And same here for Waukee. Again, just newer staff. And
I'm not saying it just to be saying it, but I know she will get them better, and as they move along. I've seen these Waukee teams; they continually get better, and they're contenders at the end of the season. Sometimes you don't want to play them by then because
Well, the CIML always so loaded. It's just a tough place to play in general, and doesn't get much tougher than this in your third game of the season.
Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 teams in the top 10 of the rankings. Turnaround jumper, no good.
Waukee, of course, opened with Valley. Dropped a 15-pointer to them and then came back and beat Indianola. They will move to 1 and 2, but don't be fooled. This is a Waukee team, as you said, that's going to keep growing. And 3-0 Johnston just keeps building confidence. But that starting 5 for them made it look pretty simple as they just slowly and methodically chipped away and made it a big game.
I see Dowling girls, they took a trip out of state, played a few games. I think if they split on that in the tournament.
Out east, right? They went to Illinois?
Yeah, I believe so. And
love to see that.
You get a little competition, and that's one of the things too. They see each other in these teams so much that it's nice sometimes to play a different team.
Get a feel for where you really stack up regionally, and I mean, a lot of the girls nowadays play AAU ball of some sort. So they see some of those kids a lot in the circuits, but
there was a 3, no good. Rebounded by Van Pelt. And
chips
now
it
back
out of bounds.
Johnston. Clock running still, and we'll come down to a minute.
Again, stick around for the boys' side of tonight's doubleheader here from Waukee. We've got Johnston and Waukee boys both going at it. Both teams out to some fun starts here, 1-0.
Yeah, the boys always start just, of course, then you have football, some of them playing football and that. And
well, especially
volleyball gets over a little earlier so they can, but what's that?
Especially that Southeast Polk team over there that claims another state title.
Man, I don't know. I did say, we were talking about it when we did their game. I said, those players have never lost or not had a state title game, and they did it again. They looked so great in that game against Kennedy, and then knocking off Valley in the title.
I turned that game off thinking it was had with a few minutes left. Boy, did I wake up to a surprise. But fun football season on CISN. Obviously, looking forward to a great basketball season. We had night number 1 on Tuesday, and
also get interspersed with some wrestling here and there. So
yeah,
keep an eye on our social media. Randy puts all that stuff up there, and
excited to get you guys some wrestling action this year. First girls state wrestling out in Coralville once again.
Cross the lane, take it away. Here comes Waukee. And that'll do it. 68-28. The final here. Let's take a final break, come back, a quick wrap up of the girls' game after this on CISN.TV.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Final here of the girls' game, 68-28. Johnston and quick, John, the leading scorers here.
Yeah, Amani Jenkins for Johnston, the senior in that starting lineup, had 23 tonight. She had an explosive second half, had a pair of threes, couple buckets, and a couple trips to the free throw as well. Free throw line, I should say. Abijay Peters for Waukee had a game high for her team, 12 points. Only 4 scorers tonight for Waukee. Meanwhile, Johnston found scoring from just about every angle tonight on their way to a 40-point win over number 12, Waukee. Johnston Dragons showing once again why they are the number 1 team in Class 5A tonight. And, really impressed by their starting 5. And I thought their schedule really just kind of lends itself to getting things back in that groove, and as they try and repeat as state champs.
Right back at it, and champions till somebody knocks them off, I guess.
Exactly.
They go to 3-0, and Waukee falls to 1-2 in this early season. So you see the Waukee boys out warming up here, getting ready for the second half of the doubleheader. The Johnston boys will be out soon and warm up, and we'll take a little pause here. Be back for the second half of the doubleheader coming up on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
T-Arman Ford Indianola, your certified Ford Model E dealer. All month long, save big on our new 2024 Ford electric vehicles. Lease a new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning for only $345 per month. Lease the all-electric Mach-E for only $299 per month. Plus, the new Ford Power Promise. Get a home charger with your purchase. Come see our electric vehicle specialist here at T-Arman Ford Indianola. TRmanFord.com.
Here with head coach Kevin Kanaski of Waukee. Coach, congrats on the win here the other night. Let's talk about that against Indianola. Resounding win to start the season. Proud of what you guys did on opening night.
Yeah, Indianola had, I think, returned all 5 starters. They were experienced, and we lost 4 starters, which isn't new to us, but it's also, you don't know how the first game's going to go. With 4 new starters, we have a brand new team. We're starting a freshman. I think we were a little nervous to start, but we settled in, and a lot of it was defense. Our defense was pretty good and kind of got us going. We could get out in transition.
You shot 27 threes against Indianola. Is that part of the game plan? I know last year was a year of heavy, you really took or shot the 3 with Mason and whatnot, but is that kind of a continued game plan this year? Is it just kind of what the defense gives you?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, we'd rather shoot a 3 than turn it over, I think, a quick 3. So as long as they're good shots, we don't care where they come from. It's just getting our guys to kind of settle down and maybe make an extra pass, look for a good shot rather than just, we don't have a set number like some teams where we say, hey, we want to shoot 25 threes a game or no mid-range shots. We give our guys a lot of freedom here, and I think, hopefully we can make more. I think we made 8. Hopefully we can shoot a little better tomorrow. But, yeah, definitely we like shooting threes.
Let's talk about your team a little bit. You said a couple new starters, obviously. Jacobson returns at that center position, which is big to have him in the size. But I saw Roach played well. You said Craig, the freshman, played well. Talk about your team, a couple strengths that you feel you have maybe this year that you didn't have last year.
Yeah, I think defensively has definitely been a positive so far. Our starting 5 we feel pretty good about. We're still looking for some guys off the bench to step up, but Maverick Inman's our only senior in the starting lineup who really brings some senior leadership to us. Really good defensively. He was at Northwest last year, but moved to our side. And Max Roach has been a great addition too. He's really small, but he really plays hard, guards, really can have a good sense of how to share the ball and make good passes. And Evan's been solid. Jay White's been really good. Jay White was our 6th man last year, and he's really taken a leadership role and definitely more comfortable. And Evan's been good inside. I think Evan had 9 rebounds in the first quarter, and he played 3 quarters and had 15 overall. So, definitely feel good about our team, but it's going to be a test tomorrow night.
Let's talk about Johnston a little bit. They've changed so much in the last couple of years. It just feels like a different team every year. Get them back at Waukee, first home game of the season. Talk about what you expect tomorrow night out of Johnston.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a good crowd. We expect a big crowd. But they're very good defensively. Their players have changed, but them guarding, the way they guard and their physicality has not. And, we're telling our guys the last couple of days how physical and how good defensively they are, but we're going to have to experience it the first few minutes of the game and realize, this team is probably the best defensive team in the state as far as physicality and not letting you drive the ball. And, we're looking forward to the challenge, but they are very well coached. They play extremely hard defensively, and it's going to be a tough.
Also wanted to touch on Saturday. You take on Linn-Mar. Your schedule, you don't really have a lot of non-conference games per se. You got a couple at the back end with a couple of Des Moines schools, but how important is it to go out east or play these teams that you don't usually see? Obviously, last year you had the MVC CIML showdown. You took on Sioux City East, a couple different teams in there. But talk about, you play the CIML schools, but it's good to go out there, especially a team like Linn-Mar, Davis Kern and that whole group, very talented out there.
Very talented. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people think we're crazy doing it. But I think a lot of people have them 2nd or 3rd in the state. They have everybody back. They just won Tuesday by 30-some points. I know they don't play tomorrow. But, we enjoy it. The CIML is great. We love playing in it. But it is fun to get challenged different parts of the state. And, that's another tough game for us early. But we look forward to it. And, like you said, I think Davis Kern's the returning leading scorer in the state for 4A. He's very good, and they have an experienced group, so it'll be a good test early for our young team.
Last question for you, Coach, before I let you go. You get winter break kind of in the middle. I've heard some coaches say it kind of breaks the season up. You kind of see what you have in the first half, then what you got in the second half. What goals do you have, at least through this first part of the season? What would you like to see most out of your team here before we get to Christmas break?
we're just trying to find our identity right now so early. And we had a lot of football guys, which is a good thing. And just getting them to play together. And I think, what are we going to be good at this year? We don't know yet. I think over Christmas break, we'll really sit down and spend some time and say, we're really good defensively, or we want to be a rebounding team, or we need to play faster or play slower. So, yeah, I think we look at it as 2 seasons for sure. And we just want to keep trying to improve and hopefully play our best basketball at the end.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck to you and the Dragons here on Friday night.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at
DeArmond Ford Indianola, your certified Ford Model E dealer. All month long, save big on our new 2024 Ford electric vehicles. Lease a new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning for only $345 per month. Lease the all-electric Mach-E for only $299 per month. Plus, the new Ford Power Promise. Get a home charger with your purchase. Come see our electric vehicle specialist here at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Waukee High School for game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader. We've got the boys' side as the Waukee Warriors welcome in the Johnston Dragons. Both teams enter 1-0. I'm John Schaefer, joined by Dar Danielson tonight. Of course, we had a good game, lopsided first game of our evening as Johnston took care of business against the Warriors, 68-28 on this side. I'm expecting a close battle between two teams that play a little bit different, obviously. You've got a style in Johnston that's going to try and slow things down as much as the shot clock allows them, while Waukee wants to run the floor with their bigs.
Yep, they want to get it out, run, and gun, and it's been successful for them. They've had a lot of big games, a lot of them with their crosstown rival, Waukee Northwest. That's always a big game for the boys, it seems like, back and forth. But, yeah, they'll see which style wins out here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, Waukee comes in, enters this game after just one win, obviously, averaging 72 points a game. Johnston with 59. Of course, Johnston with a 10-point win the other night. Waukee rolled by 27, it looks like. And, of course, when you look at this Waukee lineup, you've got a lot of size in it, first and foremost. That's the one thing that stands out to me. But you've got a couple familiar names from our football season as well. Guys like Jacobson and Evan Jacobson, Maverick Inman, the wide receiver for them as well. Two guys we called a lot on the football field. I expect to be contributing big minutes here.
Yeah, and Inman came over from Waukee Northwest, and we seen him leap high to get the football, and we know he can do it too here in basketball. And Jacobson, he's just the big guy that, the tight end, and we'll see how much they go to him inside too.
Yeah, and look obviously on the other side for Johnston with some size. Carter Loney stands 6'11", the senior center does, and then you also have Seth Gipple in there at 6'6". On the other side, the biggest guy in the starting lineup is Evan Jacobson at 6'6" for this Waukee team. So the initial jump will be interesting. I'll be curious to see who's kind of hitting on all cylinders tonight. Again, early season matchups like this are really good for these teams. Kind of measure up where they stand.
Where you're at, yeah. And you got Tino Day and Prestige Taylor, 19 and 18 points in that first game. So they kind of led everything in the double digits, and then Jalen Richardson followed with 8. But pretty balanced scoring, and Waukee's been that way. 4 guys in double figures in that first game. So we'll see how that plays out, too, if they get more people involved for Johnston offensively, or if the 2 guys, Day and Taylor, come out and go right back at it.
Absolutely, and the guy to watch for Waukee, Max Roach, 16 points, had a game high or a team high in that first win for Waukee as well. Getting closer to tip-off here from Waukee as they get ready to take on Johnston inside of Waukee High School. We'll be right back after a quick break here on CISN TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Courtney Henderson. And now, here are the starters for your Waukee Warriors. At guard, the 6'4" freshman, number 1, B.A. At guard, the 6'1" junior, number 2, K.Y. At guard, the junior, standing 5'10", number 3, Max Roach. At forward, the 6'6" junior, number 4, Evan Jacobson. And at guard, the 6'1" senior, number 5, Maverick Inman. Kevin Ganaski is your head coach. Kyle Corbin and Kyle Ganaski are the assistants.
Well, you get the light show, you get a little bit of hype around it. We've got a great basketball matchup on tap here as Waukee hosts the Johnston Dragons. The Warriors looking to get out to a 2-0 start on this season. Johnston looking for the same. Once again, I'm John Schaefer. Dar Danielson on the call with us tonight. And looking forward to this matchup and certainly hoping for a closer one than the first half of our night, but yeah, I would expect one.
It's who's going to get their style to go, and boy, we got some interesting.
It's beach night for the Waukee student section over there. I don't know if we'll get a student section shot for the Johnston faithful in the student section over there. It's jersey night for them. A lot of various jerseys out there.
That's one of the fun things about basketball. Well, you see it in football, but we see it because we're closer up here.
Much more prominent, yes. Yeah. Getting ready for tip-off. And into the tip-off, it's Evan Jacobson in white. And you got Carter Loney in the dark.
It's time for Warrior basketball.
And that will go Johnston's way to start. Prestige Taylor dribbles it up. And we're off to the races here as Johnston gets into their high weave. Taylor working on the defender, crossing over. Nowhere to really go for him, though. Finds Richardson. Richardson back to Loney. Nice inside-out game. Loney, the up and in, off the glass for the kiss, and we're off to the races. 2-0, Johnston leads.
Well, you see something you don't see a lot, the head fake. Anymore, doesn't seem like you see that a lot.
Jacobson goes amongst the trees, swatted away. Johnston going to come right back at him.
Yeah, one of the rare times Jacobson finds himself as a shorter guy inside.
It is a rarity, but this is what Courtney Henderson is known for back pre-shot clock days at Hoover. He would milk the clock, get his offense set. Of course, they have to up the pace here at Johnston just a little bit more. As that ball's turned over, nice play by Jacobson. He's going to push the floor. Kicks out for 3. Just off the mark there was Maverick Inman.
Yeah, and coming in, Johnson shooting 39% from three-point range. Waukee 29.6.
Prestige Taylor off the mark, and Waukee will bring it back into the front court. Jacobson, the pump, drives the lane, swatted away. The defensive play at the other end by Jalen Richardson. Can it convert to a 3 off the mark? Is Seth Gipple. And we've got some back and forth action here early, Dar.
Yeah, just hectic. Nobody really getting into any offense yet, but that helps.
Jay White for 3, splashing the twine. And there's the first bucket of the night for Waukee. The kick back out, that's Richardson for 3. He finds nothing but bottom of the bucket. And we've got back-to-back triples, one at each end. Another 3, does it go off the mark? Max Roach had a good look for it, but just clangs it off the iron. Johnston going to try and build on this 2-point lead. An exciting start to this one. Big drive, kicks out. Cycles around, Richardson for 3.
Great
rattles it home again.
Yep. Just great ball movement to move it around there.
And that's one thing that Coach Henderson does a nice job with his offensive setups, really creating spacing on that floor, and you see the payoff there. Jacobson trying to go back to work. Spin, little floater just off the back iron, and Johnston up 5, going to try and make it 7 or 8.
That's his baseline classic there, but that time just didn't get it to go.
That's a moving screen. First foul of the night there on Carter Loney. Personal first, team first. Natish Sankaranthi in now for Johnston. And if you were wondering, do they have size to match Loney's when they need to sub him out? Well, they do. Sankaranthi, 6'7". Steps in. He'll be a tower there in the post. Back to work goes Roach, the crossover. And there's some contact by Richardson. Quick whistle puts 2 team fouls. Richardson's first.
Yeah, just a little too tight on that one.
The speed to this game is at another level right now.
Yeah, been kind of hectic now. You can't say it's been a masterpiece scoring-wise, but
it's been fun, though.
It's been up and down the floor, yeah.
Jay White with the ball at the top of the arc. Working. There's going to be a long 3. That is a long shot by Pete Craig. That's going to be a foul.
It was Inman came rushing in there, I think.
Inman's first, team's first. Oh, no foul call.
No, I think they just maybe said he stepped out of bounds.
All righty, my fault on that.
Well, that's what I thought at first too, but.
For where the ball was sitting on the court at the time.
Yeah, looked like it.
Richardson has a look, almost gets poked away, spin cycle. Can't get the layup to go. What a move it was for Richardson, but no damage done. Waukee back the other way. Roach, the crossover. Up to Jacobson. Jacobson to Craig. Craig, the short-range jumper. That'll rattle around and fall away. Again, you said it, Dar. Hasn't been the most efficient scoring to start. As Prestige Taylor doing some work there. Sorry, Tino Day.
Great hands by Roach to go get that one.
Roach going to try and cross over, kicks it back. That's Jacobson for 3. He's just off the mark, and that's a good, strong rebound by Jalen Richardson. Slowing things down now is Prestige Taylor to Tino Day.
Neither team getting many second chance opportunities at the bucket right now.
Says a lot. And Tino Day fouled there on the jumper. And that's Jay White with his first foul of the game.
Just 2-shot foul there.
So that'll send Tino Day to the line for his first. That was his first shot of the game, I believe, too. Rocking the pink kicks. Some colorful kicks out there for both teams.
And they have not taken a free throw yet this year. So first step to the line, and he gets it.
Tino Day, 1 of 1. Johnston's lead up to 6. They'll try to make it 7 here with the back end. Rattles out. He's 1 for 2 at the line. 9-3 lead for Johnston. Roach into the offensive end of the floor for Waukee. Jacobson now at the top of the key. That's White. Dribbling, looking for room, going to drive, baseline, can't get it to go. But the put back by Jacobson. Rattles home for 2. He gives him a little bit of a too small taunt there, but Jacobson's first bucket of the night.
And if you looked at the score right now, you'd say, well, Johnson's doing their thing and slowing it down, but that hasn't been the case. It's just been up and down and not a lot of offense.
That's a long 3 from Tino Day.
Tino Day says, what do you mean, no offense? Here we go.
He finds the bottom of the bucket for his first points of the night. First field goal of the night, I should say.
And he's shooting 75% from three-point range in the early going. Just 3 of 4, but now 4 of 5.
Inman, nice move underneath on the reverse. And Maverick Inman now on the score sheet.
That shows how well he's able to contort his body, just like when he's playing receiver. there.
Nice job just kind of working his way in there, and we're going to get a timeout from Courtney Henderson, and that will take us to break. Here's Johnston leads Waukee 12-7 in the first quarter, minute 55 to play. We've got a good one brewing. We will actually stay here as we wait. It's just a 30-second. So far what we've seen is maybe a little bit of sloppiness, Dar, but still some nice shots. The long range has been working for Johnston in particular.
Yeah, and I think Coach Henderson just, hey, let's slow it down. Let's keep building this lead and not, give the ball up so easily. Let's work our offense and get a good shot here and hang on to the lead we've had, because they've kind of let Waukee work their way back in here. And for Waukee, just keep pounding the boards, putting the shot back up.
3 threes so far in this game for Johnston. 2 coming off the hot hand of Jalen Richardson. The other we just saw from Tino Day, silencing our color commentator, Dar Danielson. And Johnston goes right back to work.
And Waukee bringing that pressure up a little bit.
It's a 1-3-1 zone, and that's an answer right back. That's how you beat it. Seth Gipple, the 3. 4 threes now in this first quarter for Johnston.
Yeah, you beat the zone by passing, and they did a good job of it there.
1-3-1. You see it sometimes at the college ranks with Baylor. They're probably the most notable with Scott Drew there. And there's a 3-point field goal from Jacobson. And the big man showing his range.
Yep, I was just going to say, for his size, he can put it up anywhere.
That is short from Richardson, and 5-point lead. Johnston going to try and hold on to it, but here's another 3-point attempt. That's just off the mark for Pete Craig. Nearly rebounded by Craig himself. And we've got a foul on Craig.
Yeah, he got a little too aggressive on that after missing it.
It was an open look, had a good look at it. As we tick under a minute to play here in this first frame.
It's still just 2 team fouls on both, so that, a lot of action, but not a lot of fouling early on.
White finds Avi Taylor. Prestige Taylor now. The pull-up jumper, splashing the twine. 2 more for Prestige.
And he just slides quickly in the floor. Will block their slid over, got the new open look, and put it up.
We'll go back to work, does Waukee. Jay White here on the wing. Using the screen. Had a thought go. Said it's to Jacobson, the jumper. Can't fall, and here comes Johnston back the other way.
Still looking for that baseline jumper, Jacobson.
Taylor at the top, under 10 seconds to play. Got to move quickly here. The open look for 3. It is good. Natish Sankaranthi. The big man says, I can hit one of those too. And Johnston leads by 10 after the first quarter here. 20-10 lead for the Dragons over the hometown team, Waukee. And that's where we will head to break. Get you ready for quarter number 2 here in just a moment.
The Chevy Red Tag event is going on now here at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $87.50 off MSRP. New Chevy and GMC HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. Get a new 2025 Trailblazer starting at $339 per month. And new Chevy and GMC electric vehicles with special rates. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
20-10, Johnston leads Waukee. Dar, Johnston living by the 3 ball so far through the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, and talked about it. They're shooting in the early going of the season here. They're shooting 39% from 3-point range, and they got 5 here in the first quarter.
Carter Johnson is checked in for Waukee as we get a foul.
Got to reach in, I believe. It may be against Tino Day. Let's see. Yep.
Tino Day's first foul. That's out to Max Roach on the wing. Jacobson sets the screen. Roach still nowhere to really work. Euro steps, gets swatted. Johnston back the other way on the sprint.
Prestige Taylor was right over him. There was nowhere to. All he looked up and saw the black jersey, no open sky to look at.
It's a tough spot to be amongst the trees there, huh?
Yeah.
That's Avi Taylor. And we're going to get a moving screen on Sankaranthi. His first. And Waukee going to try and cut into this 10-point deficit. Working it down low. Good look. And that's going to be a foul. A second quick one on Sankaranthi as he swatted away Maverick Inman's shot attempt. And that will send Inman to the line, shooting 2.
And I don't have him down for a free throw attempt yet after the first game.
Misses his first. Seth Gipple back in, along with number 12, Caleb Gabarjalo. Inman's second. He misses both, but nice offensive board. That's Carter Johnson, and he kicks it back out to Max Roach, and Waukee with a chance to reset. A little slow on the shot clock to get going there. That's picked. And going the other way is Prestige Taylor. He'll lay it in at the window for 2. Lead up to 12.
Yeah, he just waited and had his back to him. He just came right in.
Good hands there by Taylor. Now they'll try and answer. It's Jay White. Throws it to Roach. Roach there. Hounded. And that's picked off. Going back, it's Tino Day, and he'll finish at the front of the iron. And that forces a Kevin Kanaski timeout.
Just jumping that top pass there.
Tino Day showing off a little bit of speed and defense, and we'll head to break with Johnston now up 14, 24-10.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat and Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat and Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
Well, we said in the break, Dar Danielson, Johnston playing solid at both ends of the floor on defense. There's just no room to work for Waukee.
Yeah, there's no penetration in the lane at all when they get in there. They're just a couple guys on them. They're skying high and blocking their shots. So I think maybe Coach Kanaski is saying, let's move the ball, rotate it a little more here.
They'll go back to their original starting 5, does Waukee. Again, Courtney Henderson has a solid rotation here with his Johnston bigs.
And you mentioned it. That's just been the hallmark, fundamental defense when he coached at Hoover, and now he's brought it over here.
And Waukee needs to answer quickly. It's Roach with the ball. They'll feed it inside to Jacobson. Jacobson going to work on Sankaranthi. The floater off the mark, and Johnston back at it once again. Taylor looking for a place to go. Got caught midair. Bailed out, though, by his teammate Caleb Bargelo.
That's 3 or 4 of those mid-range, little short-range jumpers, Jacobson. He's got to pop those to keep Waukee in this here.
Day back out to Taylor. Taylor's going to drive, jump stop, and stripped of it. Nice play by Max Roach. Now turning it into offense for 3. Comes up short, catching nothing but net, but didn't go through the hoop. And as we get the air ball chance.
He caught the net, but on the bottom side of the rim.
He did. Now Emory Jones checks in for Johnston, as does Jalen Richardson return. Richardson with 2 threes there in that first quarter. But he also had 2 fouls. That's why he found himself on the bench early. Jones running the point. Quick trigger there from Gipple. Gipple off the back iron, and out on a sprint is Jay White. White attacks the rim, gets the roll, and there is the answer from Waukee, from Jay White.
Get on the board here finally in the second.
Tino Day going to slow things down, get back into that offensive set. A little isolation ball up at the top of the key.
Waukee,
quick kick. No go from Emory. Emory's going to kick again. Gipple with the look. Double team down low. Don't get caught in the coffin.
6 on the shot clock.
Prestige pulls up. Or Tino Day pulls up, and that falls through. What an answer from Day as the shot clock winds down.
Yeah, back-to-back scores by him.
Jacobson tries to get the floater to go. Does not, and back comes Day off the screen. Richardson now going to work. He finds his way to the paint, comes up short. Inman now dribbles up into the front court.
Needless to say, this is kind of a must-score possession here for Waukee.
Down 14, absolutely. Inman, they're looking to Jacobson inside. Richardson, though, right there. Solid defense, going to keep him out in the perimeter of the key. And
oh, man.
Can't get the home court roll on in his own barn there. It's Tino Day once again. Off the pick. Has a lane, going to drive to the rim. Off the mark, nice play there at the rim by Pete Craig. Comes up with the block. Can they turn it into a transition bucket? That's going to be a long 2, and that finds nothing but air from Jay White.
And you said it there, the transition buckets has just not fallen here for Waukee coming down. They beat him up the floor, beat the defense back, but just haven't been able to convert those.
Had a 4-on-2 there, and I really would have liked to see a player for Waukee cut to the hoop for Jay White to give him a feed or at least create some spacing. Instead, an awkward shot, and it drifts out of bounds. Tino Day stays Tino Day red hot. Yeah. That's a 3 with plenty of daylight there beyond the arc. Go back inside to Jacobson. Works hard, the sky hook not there. Johnston up 17 right now, and this is not a place I expected us to be this early in this game. Under 3 to play in the second quarter.
Well, and this, they looked at Jacobson when he gets hot. Well, finally Day misses one, but
Sankaranthi does a great job to pull in that rebound and keep Johnston on offense. That's going to be a foul down low. That's going to go on Chance Burkett. Chance Burkett, his first. Number 24 in your programs if you're keeping track at home. Tino Day with it on the wing. Finds a lane, caught a defender sleeping, tucks it and puts it home.
It's 9 points for him in the quarter.
The kiss off the window. And Tino Day actually up to 13 now. Yeah. That's impressive stuff as there's a nice little answer. There's Jay White.
Yeah, 13, 9 of them coming here in the quarter, so he's just really helped them push that lead out.
That's crazy, and Jay White with a nice answer there, cutting that lead back to 17. They're going to need some stops here, though, late in this first half. Nice little move by Prestige Taylor. Can't get the shot to fall, though, and Here's an opportunity for Waukee to keep chipping away.
Outscored them 14-4 here.
Inside to Carter Johnson.
11-4 in the quarter.
Steps through off the mark, and here comes Johnston the other way once again. It's Richardson. Over to Gipple. Gipple going to set it down with Tino Day. That's Taylor now. Working it around the perimeter right now is Johnston. Richardson for three. That's off the side of the iron. Another quick kick out as that shot clock resets. Tino Day, pull up Jay.
Whiz. Count it. Day's having a night here right now.
He has a game high 15 of his team's 33. As Jay White puts up a three, that's off the mark, and they're going to point in the direction of Waukee. So the ball will stay with the Warriors. And we're going to get back to the original starting five here as Inman checks back in with Jacobson, Craig, Roach.
Sankaranki really gave him a lot of good minutes in there.
He did, especially with Carter Loney collecting a couple early ones, and Loney
on the defensive boards especially too.
Yeah. Of course, threw in a three there late in the first quarter. Jacobson going to just try and muscle his way to the window. The runner doesn't go, and again, Jacobson just struggling to find the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, on an off night, if those are falling, man, he's probably got 10, 12 points. But
the kick out to Richardson. Spins back. That's Avi Taylor. He's just off. That's going to be a foul on Loney once again.
Yep. Jacobson had him boxed out there. Second on Loney. Fourth on Johnston.
Big man there is Carter Loney. 33-14, 30 seconds to play. Shot clock's off. Waukee going to be able to get the last possession here. It's Jay White with the ball. They probably won't get rolling until about 10 seconds left in this. White working around, floats it off the window and in for two. Nice move by Jay White. Now 5-4, and they're going to call an over and back there as Richardson hadn't quite crossed the midcourt line. On that feed from Taylor, a little bit of a mental lapse, gives 3 seconds of time to Waukee.
And it's big, and they got it at half court, so they can get a play here, get it in and get a shot off. They don't have to take it clear up the floor with 3.1.
In 3 seconds, you don't have to rush a shot necessarily. It's not a catch and fire, it's catch, set, and shoot. Go work it, try and work it in. Right back to Roach. Roach going to run it. Off the glass, no go, 33-16. The Waukee Warriors trailing the Johnston Dragons after a sharp shooting day from Tino Day as this Johnston team leading. We'll send it to break here on CISN TV. When we come back, we'll give you a quick run through of that first half. Get you ready for half number 2.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We're back at Waukee, high school tonight as the Warriors trailed the Johnston Dragons at half, 33-16. I'm John Schaefer, joined by Dar Danielson. And Dar, we had a bit of scoring there in the first half from a man named Tino Day.
Yeah, he led all scorers. He had 15, 2 threes, 6 for Jalen Richardson. That was 2 threes. A 3 for Seth Gipple, a 3 for Nitish Serencounty, and then also 4 points for Prestige Taylor on 2 field goals there for Johnson and their 33. Just 3 scores for Waukee, 9 points, 3 threes for 3 field goals and a 3 for Jai White for 9 points, 5 points for Evan Jacobson. He hit 1 3. And 2 points for Maverick Inman there. So a little trouble. Jacobson, just a lot of those patented turnaround shots that rolled in and out or just missed for him. If he hits those, he's probably in double figures here in the first half, but couldn't get those to fall. And then you talked about it, trouble penetrating into the defense of Johnson here for Waukee in the first half.
And that's been the hard part, I think, for Jacobson, right? He's gotten decent positioning as far as sealing off the defender, but that defender has been pushing him out a little bit further than getting him out. You know, he's not 3 feet away from the rim. He's probably 6 feet away from the rim, and so getting that sky hook he likes to go to or that little runner floater just hasn't quite had the touch for it. And so look for him to maybe clean things up here in the second half.
Yeah, he starts hitting a few. Waukee gets their shooting confidence back a little bit. 17 is not too far out for him. But, they need to come out and score a little bit here to start.
Got to get some stops, too, and it starts by slowing down Tino Day, who's hit from long range, he's hit from short range and the mid.
And we saw him, they came down, they tried that 1-3-1 zone once, and they credit Johnson. They worked it around, got the open 3 off of it, and that we didn't see the zone anymore after that.
No, and rightly so. That ball moved quick over to Seth Gipple on that 3, and certainly an impressive start to this game by Courtney Henderson's Johnston Dragons squad. And keep in mind, this is a Johnston team that obviously has aspirations to get back to the postseason. 23, I think, was the last time they were there, if I remember correctly. So certainly a squad and a school that expects to be one of those final 8 teams standing, if not 4 or 2. So certainly been a fun first half. We're going to go ahead and head to break here. We'll get you ready for half number 2 here in just a bit on CISN.TV.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western. More jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Save big this month on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Lots. New Jeep Wagoneers with up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get up to $16,000 off MSRP if you currently own a Ford. Brand new 2024 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 starting at only $42,990. And over 20% off on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, over 20% off. Save big here at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Waukee's already taken the court, trying to find a hot hand in the warm-up, and Johnston moseying out to the court, up 17, and again, a fun first half of action, and certainly a bit of a flip of what I expected in this game, where Waukee looked like the team that'd be running the floor a lot.
Yeah.
Johnston was kind of the more methodical one.
We saw a few of the transition shots that didn't get the fall. The only, maybe if you call it a negative for Johnston, two players with two personals, Carter Loney, and then Nitish Sankaranti has two personal fouls.
Yeah.
So, and when you're leading, it's a little less of an issue there. But
it is both bigs, though, ironically.
Yeah,
so that tells you that Waukee's been trying to feed the post a little bit.
Yeah, because they're going into Jacobson, and then they're trying to attack that a little bit, but we'll see how that plays out. But it's been their outside threat from Tino Day and Jalen Richardson, really, that done the damage with 4 threes, and then Day with 15 points and 11 of those coming in the second quarter that really helped them push ahead.
Tino Day, just a junior guard, stands 6'2". He's been showing off some athleticism. He's looked really sharp tonight, been really impressed by him. Really just impressed by the ball movement that Courtney Henderson has induced into this Johnston team. Again, we preach that a little bit.
Yeah,
how he runs.
And if it was soccer, say they're very technical. They move the ball, and they move the ball, find the open guy, and do that. And then defensively, they've been really good on helping out, and that's another Courtney Henderson thing that you see in his resume. Yeah, staple.
Yeah, that's a staple of his.
Yeah, his defense. I saw, back in the day when I did some of those Urbandale Hoover games, I'm living low-scoring games in the 40s, and it was defense and back and forth, and you work for your shot.
Every shot, yes. And certainly getting ready here as Johnston's going to break the huddle, and we'll get rolling. Same starting 5 for Waukee: Pete Craig, Jay White, Max Roach, Evan Jacobson, and Maverick Inman.
And they can preach that, coaches can, play defense, but when it's working, that's when the players really see it and they buy in,
Exactly, and so we'll see what Johnston can do here as they lead 17, or by 17 here, as we start quarter number 3. It is Johnston's ball to begin. Out to Richardson, and that zone once again just kind of running.
Yeah, 2-3 now, yeah.
Going to try and keep Johnston out on the perimeter. That's going to be a key here if they can get some stops. Out to the corner, Richardson pumps. Tino Day from deep. Oh! The man has no range. It's too far.
Third three.
Why not start like that for Tino Day? Picks up right where he left off in the first 2 quarters. Johnston up 20 now. Can Waukee answer back? No, they cannot. Now, here comes some speed from Prestige Taylor to Gipple. Gipple for 3. Does not fall. There's a battle in the paint, and that ball is going to go back to Johnston as it was last touched by Jacobson.
And that refreshes the shot clock.
Back to a 35-second shot clock. Some would argue they'd like to see it down to 30. I think 35's fair.
Yeah, for high school right now, that's not bad, I think.
Prestige Taylor now working it back out to the perimeter. Gets Jai White reaching. The kick to Gipple. Gipple drives right down the lane and lays it in. Seth Gipple for a couple. His first bunny of the night. Has this a 22-point ball game.
Go with this 3 to give him 5. And Waukee needs to find a scorer. Somebody can put it in the bucket.
Right to the hole goes Tino Day for 2 more. Plenty of daylight at the rim for Day. Jay White has been off the mark a couple of times. He's still trying to find it. Working into traffic, just found too much of it. Richardson coming right back, kicks out. Henderson wants him to reset. Dale work back to midcourt, over to Prestige Taylor. They'll get the weave working. Just try and create some discombobulation out there. As Taylor goes right back to work Richardson now.
Yeah, just slow the offense any way they can.
Richardson for 3. He's a little strong. And that will go back to Pete Craig hunting down that rebound. And here comes Roach.
Loney just about picked up foul number 3 there.
Very close to it. As they've been letting them play pretty physical down there. Craig in the lane. Was looking for Jacobson. A little bit of miscommunication. And that's going to be a turnover. Johnston's ball.
But Gipple, great defense inside there. Just it gave him nowhere to go. Craig when he backed in.
Craig at 6'4", Gipple at 6'6", a little bit of a size mismatch. Certainly some experience mismatch as Tino Day from deep. Back iron, hunts down his own rebound, they'll reset. Gipple a senior, keep in mind Pete Craig just a freshman. That shows some of that experience on the defensive end as Tino Day goes right back to work, kicks out. Shot wasn't there for Loney. Now another kick. Tino Day for 3. Short. Waukee comes away with the rebound. They'll try and get it in transition. Right to the rack goes Craig. Lays it up and in, and that's what Waukee needed. Their first bucket of the 3rd.
Yeah, and you said it. He took it right to the basket there. Al Henderson calls a timeout.
And that will take us to a quick break. Johnston up 40-18 as Waukee finally gets their first bucket of the 3rd quarter. Can the Warriors claw back in this one? We'll find out next.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
We're back at Waukee High School as the Warriors trail Johnston 40-18 here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Waukee just finding an answer there. A beautiful drive to the rim by Pete Craig for the lay-in, and that's what Waukee needs more of.
Yeah, because they early going here outscored 7-2 in the 3rd quarter. And if somebody can kind of get hot and string some points together, that's been Waukee's problem. They haven't been able to, get back-to-back buckets.
Johnston has the ball. They'll inbound in the front court. And we'll start ticking away. 28 seconds on that shot clock. Plenty of time, obviously. As they'll work it back to Prestige Taylor. Back to Day. Got the 2-1-2 zone now going. The drive and kick by Richardson will reset Johnston. 10 on the shot clock. Gipple for 3. Finds the bottom of the bucket for 3 more Dragon points.
That was because they had like 4 passes. Passing beats the zone. Just keep moving it.
Gipple's second 3 of the night.
Because after a while, those defenders get tired of shuffling over there, get a little slow.
Drive down the lane by Jay White. Bucket and 1. He'll go to the line trying to complete the old-fashioned 3.
And he's got all their points here in the second half so far.
And then when we said it coming out of the break, that's kind of what Waukee needs to keep doing. Attack the hoop, try and get them into some foul trouble because, frankly, you're down a lot. You got to press a bit more. He completes the three-point play, does Jay White. It's 43-21. Tino Day drives, pulls up off the iron, and Waukee back the other way off the rebound.
Everything not following like they were in the first half for Day, but he's still taking good shots.
Built up enough of a cushion that he can make it work as Sankaranthi stuffs White at the rim, but a turnover quick, and he's going to draw a foul as Max Roach comes away with the steal and then goes back at it. Sankaranthi had no choice but to foul.
Yeah, and that was smart. He didn't take it straight at the bigger guy. He tried to sneak around him and forced him into the foul.
That's Sankaranthi's third. Roach will go to the line for 2, looking for his first points of the night. He misses on the front end. Roach was the leading scorer for this Waukee team in their season opener.
And he was perfect 1 for 1 from the free throw line until that last one.
He rattles down the second. He's on the score sheet with a point. Loney subs in for Sankaranthi for Johnston. Jacobson back in, along with Carter Johnson for Waukee. Richardson in the corner. Kicks to Gipple. Gipple for 3. And that'll rattle up and out.
Now can Waukee convert here on the other end?
They've gotten it back from 25 to 21. Roach trying to work around the Jacobson screen. Kicks. Jay White for 3. Comes up a little off the front iron, and strong rebound from Richardson. And again, Johnston comfortable playing at their pace. That's going to be a hand check from White.
They don't mind taking that shot clock way down now with that lead, and they can do that with their passing. And they're doing that, and they're still getting good looks. You know,
absolutely. They're keeping the floor spaced out nicely.
Yeah.
And to your point, that passing really does allow them to get some clean looks inside and outside, which is really what you need at this level of basketball.
And makes the defense work, wears them down a little bit.
Tino Day working back to the logo. Gets a quick screen from Loney. Nearly stripped. It was not a travel. Gipple for 3. Short. Nothing but air. And Jacobson with the rebound. Roach down Broadway. The lefty finish doesn't go.
See, earlier Jacobson might have shot that ball from the 3 in the transition, but he didn't. And then we got a foul here.
We're going to get Max Roach, his first of the night. Avi Taylor now on the floor for Johnston. Ball's in Prestige Taylor's hands. Avi is sophomore. Max Roach with the pick, and he'll take it to the window, lays it up and in for 2 more. And Roach has gone offense or defense to offense a couple times here. A critical stop cuts that lead to 19. What a feed inside by Tino Day. Finds Jalen Richardson. Richardson takes the bunny.
Johnson just answering.
For three from Jacobson. That ball nearly plugs up on the rim. Board by Richardson. They're going to move quickly. Out to Richardson on the wing. Now to Taylor. Prestige Taylor working the screen off Loney. Crossing over, a little bit of space. Richardson going to test it from range. Off the front iron, and they're going to try and move quick. Nice feed up to the rack and in. Goes Maverick Inman.
That's the first run-out bucket they've had tonight, I believe.
A big one there for Waukee as they've now chiseled away at that Johnston lead a bit more.
Get it down to 19. Yeah, they need some more stops, though.
That first quarter really did put Waukee in a deep, deep hole. They have not been able to climb out of it since. Avi Taylor finds a brick wall there underneath in the form of Carter Johnson.
Shot clock going.
Guess who? Tino Day going to pull up for the J off the mark.
Yeah, kind of bailed him out there a little bit.
Jay White picks up his third foul, and that will send Day to the line. Day 1 of 2 so far from the charity stripe. Day hits the first. That'll make it a 20-point game here, 46-26.
Not quite as prolific as he was in that second quarter. He's missed a few shots. He's been taking good shots, but
tough to match that first half for anyone, isn't it?
Yeah, in that second quarter where he just went off for 11 of his 15.
Day on the second, flushes it. That lead swells back to 21. Roach will dribble into the front court, under 20 to play in this third quarter. Jacobson drives the key, runner doesn't go. Moving quick is Richardson, has some time, Euro step, floater falls. Richardson doing the pretty work. Roach gonna send a three-quarter court shot wide of the basket. Johnston leads Waukee 49-26 after the beautiful Euro from Richardson. And we've got a good one brewing. The fourth quarter, can Johnston close out the 23-point lead? Here on CISN TV, we'll tell you next.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
8 minutes left for Waukee to try and find a way to get back in this game. It's a tall order at this point with the Johnston Dragons leading by 23 as we approach the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they score, and then Johnson comes down, milks the clock, and they've been scoring on a lot of their possessions too. So
Johnston looking for the doubleheader sweep tonight. The girls got the 40-point win. Inside they go to Jacobson, the turnaround spinner.
Yeah, see, just normally he's nailing those, and tonight just not the night that they're going to go.
Looked skyward after that one as, what do I have to do?
Yeah.
Over to Jacobson. Back to Roach. Roach for three. Again, just not quite hitting tonight is this Waukee team. Richardson now with speed. That's going to be a travel. Richardson tried to keep both feet planted on the stop, but he had some pressure there, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, because, I don't think a full court press would work here because Johnson's just too quick and moves the ball too well. So it's hard to find a way to get back in this.
And fouling isn't going to do you any good either. Nice pass by Roach into Jacobson, who got left alone. Just his 4th point of the night, or 7th point, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He had a 3 there in the first half and a bunny. Here comes Day. Day intercepted by Jacobson. He's just going to go right at it. Draws the foul from Sankaranti. And that'll send Jacobson to the line to shoot 2.
And a good move against the taller guy. He goes in there. And that's the 4th on Sankaranti.
Just lowered the shoulder nicely, drove it, tucked that ball up, but nice play on the defensive end as Jacobson misses the front end. Jacobson with those tight end paws showed him off on the interception of Day's pass, and then said, I'm going to do this myself. Second time at the stripe off the back iron and rebounded by Richardson. That's a foul there on Inman.
First on Maverick Inman.
Gipple will check in, as does Prestige Taylor for Johnston. It's crazy to think we're already into close to mid-December here and getting ready for the holiday break, but not before some good hoops action. Plenty of action on CISN over the next couple of weeks before that holiday break. Both basketball and wrestling. Crossover by Prestige Taylor. Taylor off the window, off the mark. And back the other ways comes Roach. Roach right to the rim. Gets rejected by Gipple. Rebound goes strong as Craig. Then the putback by Jacobson. Evan Jacobson, we do see the full court press here. Prestige Taylor kind of caught in the corner. We're going to get a timeout from Courtney Henderson. Maybe a little bit of frustration from Henderson not having his team prepared for that moment there. And we'll stay here.
Needed somebody to come to the ball, and they had him trapped pretty well.
They did.
That's
one of those he's got to carry it out along the sideline instead of the baseline.
Yeah. Don't stop down there and let them use the baseline as a extra defender. But you see Henderson there talking now. You go to Waukee huddle. Coach Kanaski.
Again, a learning moment for this Waukee team.
And Kanaski, the brothers, they work it out pretty well. I asked him one other time, how do you guys, I said, my brothers and I, we had trouble sometimes working together on things, but they do it. Of course, they come from a basketball family. Their dad, former Drake coach. And man, there's a story for you. Drake, too, the way they've come out. And
one of like 6 undefeated teams left in men's college basketball. Got a big win against Valparaiso last night.
And you had the guys who transfer in. Everybody's saying, well, they're all Division II guys. What's going on? But, man.
Tells you there's a lot of good basketball players out there that get overlooked because of size, where they play.
Yeah, where they play, and sometimes they think, do I go to a bigger program or I may not, get as much playing time. It's not a great conference, or but now they're getting their chance and they're making the most of it.
Shout out to Ben McCollum to really just kind of carry over what Darren DeVries has created there at Drake these last handful of years.
And then how about Coach Stepsis going to my alma mater, UNI.
That was one people did not expect to see.
That caught me off guard a little bit too, but I think, man, okay, he's made it work at Drake. Let's see what he can do at UNI.
Back-to-back postseason appearances for the Bulldogs, as there's a 3 from Gipple in the corner. And now it is a 22-point game once again. White drives, nice little spin, but that turnaround J is short. And here comes Johnston back with some speed. Don't get stuck in the backcourt here if you're Prestige Taylor. Tino Day back into the front court he goes. Against Roach, right down the lane, no shot. They're going to call a foul on Roach on the ground.
The push out front before he got there.
Roach's 4th. But yeah, Drake making the postseason, back-to-back seasons. Obviously, what a career by Mark Farley up at UNI, and prolific there. Obviously, the way the landscape of college football has changed.
Yeah, it's so tough for that program, and when you're going against South Dakota, North Dakota, those teams, you know, there's no other schools there.
Strong rebound by Jacobson. Crossover by Roach, and they're trying to work it at the perimeter. White. The fall away, Jay clings off the front iron.
High school changed a little bit too, you know, like Maverick Inman transferring. In the past, you know, if you transferred, you had to sit out, and I mean, we don't see it quite as much at the high school level, but there is still some.
Whoa. 3 from Sankaranti. His second of the evening, and Sankaranti showing the range from the corner. Jacobson trying to back him down. Roach goes baseline.
Yeah, there's a sign of the times. The biggest guy out there, and he has 2 shots or 2 threes.
And they're going to get Prestige Taylor for a blocking foul. But yeah, I mean, there were programs where kid would transfer at a certain point in the school year and then sit out a bowling season or something like that to get their eligibility back. It happens. Jacobson looking for the foul there. That ball's going back Johnston's way. That's just good defense by Sankaranti and 2 guys that are battling in the paint. This is Avi Taylor being hounded by Jay White. Jay White gets the poke check. Right up the lane, and in goes Jacobson. Under 4 minutes to play in this game, and it just feels like too little too late right now for Waukee.
Yeah, 6 points in the fourth quarter for Jacobson, and 11 on the game, but still, yeah, as you said.
Prestige Taylor, the and one, the kiss off the high glass, and he'll go to the line to try and make it a 3-point play.
Just no real consistent scoring out of Waukee tonight, many positions.
They struggled early. I mean, they tried to go into their post play with Jacobson, but again, this is a Johnston team that touts a lot of size. They can go to 2 bigs if they need to and still have guard play that's athletic. And as Prestige Taylor converts the 3-point play on the and one. And Waukee will try and get some life from Jay White. Spins, but there's traffic there. That's an and one for him. Tough spot there for Avi Taylor. He thought he was vertical. He wasn't. Jay White draws the foul on the block. So White will go to the line. And he converts the 3-point play, swishing home the charity stripe shot.
Yeah, he's put up 15 tonight, but
been the big spark offensively, along with Evan Jacobson, who's got 11. Here's a 3 from Avi Taylor. Taylor just off that mark there. Roach into traffic, kicks it out. Craig for 3, does not go. Rebound by Richardson. Turns it over. Numbers for Waukee. The dish. The finish and one for Pete Craig. Pete Craig had the numbers down low. Takes it up strong. And it pays off for him.
Johnston now up to 4 fouls with 2:52 to go.
If it was a 10-point game, I'd be a little more worried for him here,
but we could see the bonus for the first time. But, yeah, you're right. It's not anything to worry about at this point. But
3-point play for Craig. They'll try and move it quick.
A pretty hectic up-and-down game, but not really that many fouls called overall.
No, we said it in the break. It's been a fast-moving game, right about an hour long, which is lightning quick for these two teams, as that's going to be a foul on Roach, and that'll be his 5th. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy then. Sorry, I was putting down Jay White's. My bad.
Yeah,
not trying to kick anybody out of here before they're due. Sorry about that for Max Roach fans.
It's our first game of the season. We gotta get into the groove too, you know.
Sorry about that, Max Roach fans at home. Please don't come for me.
Send your cards and letters to
Peter Tarpey.
Yeah. And that's how old I am if I'm saying send a card or a letter. You know?
Hey, my kids still wrote a letter today to Santa Claus.
Oh,
so
did they?
Yeah,
Well, that's
we
good.
still do that every once in a while.
How old are they?
I've got a 6-year-old. The 4-year-old's the one that did it today.
Yeah, that's the fun age yet where they.
Yep.
The 6-year-old might be doubting Santa a little bit probably, but
She's
the 4-year-old
getting there,
still,
but
yeah.
You know, as long as her classmates don't kill it for him, as we get a 3 there from Inman, the sharp shooter splashing the twine. Now trying to break the press. Got a travel there by Taylor. And a turnover.
Well, my kid's not in the Santa thing, but the thing I like is they're still trying to find a unique gift or something they think I would like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we don't give as many gifts, but it's trying to find that unique thing that, that somebody will like.
The meaningful ones,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, we've been given a gift tonight with Tino Day's performance on the floor. Big night for him with 22 points. Leading all scorers as Johnston leads by 17, and a timeout by Courtney Henderson, and it'll be a half. So that'll keep us here. That's what I meant. We'll stay here for it.
Yeah, we'll see if he might put a few more guys off the bench in or what.
17-point game with just over 2 minutes to play. They're in the bonus. Double bonus, I should say.
Yeah.
Really quick shout out to our whole crew tonight. Obviously, we are just the voices for it, Dar, but it doesn't happen without a great team of people up here. 3 camera ops and a director, the setup crew, everyone getting this broadcast going tonight for you on CISN.TV. Again, just one of the many we've got this winter season.
Yeah, and Randy and Justin came over and set up all the equipment for us, so we pretty much show up, put on the headsets, and go to town.
For some reason, they let us keep talking, Dar.
Yeah.
The inbound to Taylor. Minute 50 left in this game. Henderson keeping his starting 5 intact, at least for the next 45 seconds or so. Jump stop and one for Prestige Taylor. He's had himself quite the night as well. He'll go to the line, trying to make it 10 points on the evening.
Yep, sitting at 9. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. He got one earlier.
Be the 4th Dragon in double-digit points as he rattles one down. That does put him at 10. We'll get some subs. At least one for the Dragons. It's Frankie Schonauer. He'll come in for Tino Day, and Tino Day deserves some applause for the night he's had. Again, 22 points. Just electric second quarter, really built that lead for Johnston, and they've never looked back.
Well, the way Day slides and sets, he always moves around the defender and then squares to the basket, and he's putting up a good shot.
Floater doesn't go there. As we're under a minute 15, we'll start seeing a couple more subs here for Johnston in the waning minute of this game. Henderson calls a timeout to get those subs in. In for Johnston, going to be Emery Jones. Caleb Bargelot also coming in. And a good night for Johnston's starting 5. Really nice, really nicely done, and really good overall. I mean, this wakes you up a little bit to who this Johnston team is going to be this year. If they play like this, if they can shoot like that, play on the defensive end of the floor like this,
defensively shoot, move the ball.
They might test this Valley team.
Yeah.
That everyone is touting as one of the best.
Well, they certainly have some size to match up to with what Valley has, and
keep them out of foul trouble. It's just a lot of athleticism on both sides of the floor is going to be a fun one to watch. I'm going to want to book that one pretty quick here if we can, is that Johnston Valley game.
Yep, and again, keep an eye on the CISN social media for the games we have coming up. Ooh, gets the rattle and roll.
And that's Emery Jones at the line. He goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 22-point game. Johnston just has commanded this one. Went up early and I don't think they trailed at any point in this game.
No.
Quick kick inside. Little finish from Chance Burkett. 40 seconds to play. And don't tell me these seconds don't mean something to the guys on the court right now.
Yeah.
The kick, quick look, an extra pass. Thought about it. Did Bargelot, but instead passes it out. Down Broadway. Jones can't get it to go. And we've got under 10 to play. The block there. What a block it was from Schonauer, and he gets on the stat sheet with that defensive prowess.
That's going to do it, maybe.
That will do it. 63-43 your final. The Johnston Dragons handle with ease the Waukee Warriors on a sharpshooting night from Tino Day. Day finishes the night with 22 points, an impressive night for him. We'll go to break, and we'll do a quick recap when we come back after this on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Once again, 63-43. The Johnston Dragons move to 2-0 on the season. The Waukee Warriors now 1-1 after tonight's loss. And Dar Danielson, final thoughts.
Yeah, just an overall impressive performance here out of Johnston. They did everything offensively, defensively. Evan Jacobson, they looked to him. A few of those shots just weren't falling tonight. He gets a few more of those to go down. Some of that's the defense, but there weren't shots that he was rushing a lot. But, and that'll make a difference. So Waukee has some things to work on, but impressive night tonight. But Johnston led by Tino Day with 22. It was Jai White with 17 to lead the Warriors here tonight.
4 players in double figures for the Dragons. They found scoring all over the floor. It was a fun one from the jump. A lot of back and forth action. Excited to see where both of these teams go from this point. Obviously very early in the season. That being said, the Dragons sure look to be a power here back in the CIML.
And I always want to keep that transition to basketball as long as I can, but we got a lot of football coming up this weekend, and good to get out and do a game with you, John.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, Dar Danielson. For our entire crew here on CISN TV, I'm John Schaefer. He's Dar Danielson, and we will see you on our next broadcast here on CISN.TV.